East Hartford, Connecticut, home to the UConn Huskies, where basketball has a championship pedigree and there's plenty of enthusiasm for football as well. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Air Force Falcons, taking on the UConn Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Falcons will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic that they get him on the ground at the 20. So Connecticut's offense comes onto the field first today. And David, if you like big plays, and I know you do, and highlight real catches, and I know you do, we've got a guy for you on this offense.
Man, it's so fun to watch him, not for defensive coordinators and defensive players, but this is a guy that can make plays all over the field. He will be highlighted, just the speed, the playmaking, the catching ability. Jesse, he will make plays early and often.
Man, it is so nice as a quarterback when you have a guy like that lining up, because you can just throw it anywhere in his vicinity and trust he's going to find a way to get it done and make the catch. Even when he's defended, he is always open, and you're going to see him line up all over the field, and he'll get the ball in a variety of ways.
Grabbed over the middle, it's Hansen. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open, quarterback's best friend, and this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
He'll keep it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun, running back gets the give. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Caught over the middle. It's Parker. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. So the Air Force Falcons offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
Now on 1st down from the 30. Now on the option. He'll pull it on the read. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good 2nd down situations.
The Falcons with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Calls his own number. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. And the Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the option. Breaks into the open. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Falcons.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And man, did he find a way to close with that 48-yard run for 6. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The UConn offense goes back to work. Gonna run it. It's Edwards. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The give to the running back from the shotgun. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Back to throw. It's Fagnano. He's got him in the flat. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Hansen. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? He sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
This UConn offense really has it going. Wants to throw on first down. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's so hard to play defense when you've got things in front of you. Everybody going one direction, somebody coming back the other direction. You can't trust your eyes. Really good job by the offense, giving you some eye candy, something to look at so it wasn't easy coming downhill right at you. Hard to diagnose plays.
Quarterback on the keeper. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Yeah, and that's a timing route. You throw those out routes to your receivers, and he gets out of his break, and he gets his head around, and ideally you want him to get his head around right in time to catch that football, and you could just tell he didn't get comfortable, didn't get his hands around, his head around in the right time, and he just gets a drop.
To the air, it's Fagnano. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late and blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back could get some positive yards.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Around the edge, it's Edwards. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Wants to throw for it on third and goal. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, UConn! Fit it in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And they didn't have to blitz. They brought in the dime package, more speed on the field so we can cover in the back end and then let the D-line do what great D-line do.
The Falcons line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. UConn going back to work on offense. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled.
And you can see why it's so tricky for a defense to have to stop these draw plays. Everything the offense is doing is telling you pass. The quarterback, the offensive line, the running backs delaying. You've taken your deep drop in coverage, and now you've got to rally and find the football and do it, trying to avoid these big 300-pound bodies running at you full speed. Not an enviable task.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
The Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Scanning the field, it's Fagnano. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He's looking to throw on third and short. Grabbed in the middle. It's Edwards. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
And the Huskies have this offense rolling. Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to throw again. Punts it out of the air. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The Huskies come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw on third down. Makes the catch. It's Murphy. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Everybody on the same page there on blitz pickup, right? Offensive line, everybody communicating, understanding where they have to work to give their QB time to make an accurate throw and pick up the first.
UConn comes to the line after getting another first down. He leaves it with his back. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Fagnano. Got his man on the outside. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Use the play fake, now to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild first quarter. Got it behind the line. It's Hansen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. Looking to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Edwards. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on third down to try to get a first down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
It's good. And the field goal caps off this first quarter. That's the end of the period, and UConn has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. He'll bring it out. It's Latham. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Goes to the option. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
And here comes the offense on second down. On the zone read, he'll pull it and go right. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
And the Falcons are at the line looking to convert on third and short. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
The Falcons will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Now on the return. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. The UConn offense goes back to work. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Snagged in the middle, it's Murphy. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Back to pass, it's Fagnano. Fires one high and deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside, defense.
And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
So now it's 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Bell. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
These 3rd downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this 3rd down.
Now the play fake. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And he'll try to knock through a short one, his 2nd of the day, this one from 23. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. On the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Falcons are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Off play action. Finds his tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the 1st down.
The Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. The option look. And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield.
And that is beautiful execution by the defense. What do I do with that option? String him along. Don't let him make a quick decision. Don't let it be obvious. Did a good job slow playing it, stretching it out. Everybody being able to run to the football, use the sideline as a defender. Nice job by the defense.
Quarterback will keep it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the 1st half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Lofts one high and deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a 1st down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. And all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Wants to bring it back. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. UConn going back to work on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Dropping back, it's Fagnano. Catch in the middle, it's Murphy. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Using his legs, it's Edwards. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Parker. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Caught in the backfield, it's Edwards. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
This offense looking at a 3rd down after that last completion. Looking to throw, it's Fagnano. Fires to the right. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits him right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. That'll make it a 2-score game at 16-7. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. On the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds his big tight end. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They punted away on 4th down. And the returner will be knocked down. The UConn offense goes back to work. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Caught behind the line. It's Parker. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Marked down at the 41-yard line. And that's a first down.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass. It's Fagnano. Grabbed over the middle. It's Edwards. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
And the Huskies getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Murphy. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the 4th quarter.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
To the air on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Murphy. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
The Huskies come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Good timing on the quick out. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
I think that's an example there on the out route. Receiver just has to know where the 1st down marker is. You got to stretch the depth of your route a little bit longer to make sure that once you catch it and you go out of bounds, you've already picked up the first. He wasn't able to do that, and now it sets up 4th and short.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Latham. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Got room to work. Got enough for the 1st down. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, how about that? They turn around and hand it off to the big fella, and he's able to get the 1st down. Nice play.
And the Falcons, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. The short hands, it's Roberson. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The Falcons can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Sends it back in motion. He'll ride his man on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
And the Falcons decide to punt it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Looking for space, it's Edwards. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. And the Huskies are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw and it keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
Looking to throw, it's Fagnano. Makes the grab. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
To the air on first down. Got a man, it's Bell. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
At the 43, brings up 2nd down.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, a first half that saw a little bit of everything there in East Hartford. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Rentschler Field.
UConn has it teed up to start this second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And the
You talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
The Falcons now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. Turning it on. Stumbled to the ground.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again here?
And the Falcons come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Wide open, makes the catch. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
He'll do it himself. Nice move to keep running. Past the sticks and still on his feet. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. Dating to the days of the great Fisher to Berry at Air Force, you need a great ball handler at quarterback.
And that's not something you say about every university. Obviously, Air Force is different. It's unique. It's more about running the football. It's more about the option consistently. So you got to have a guy that can handle that ball, not put it on the deck, and not make mistakes.
And he's brought down after a nice game. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Finding open areas. He's at the 10, and he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Air Force.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was finished off by a terrific 26-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. UConn going back to work on offense. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Rides the back and leaves it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make a connection.
Quarterback had everything he wanted there. He knew pre-snap exactly where he was going. Of course he was going to be going towards his primary target. He just can't hook up for the completion.
Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. To throw, it's Fagnano. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
He gets it away from his own end zone. He'll take it on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
The Falcons trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the right. He's got it. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
And the Falcons have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Roberson. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
This is a receiver who's so dangerous once he has the football in his hands. That's a simple slant pass, but after he catches it, he's able to work in the middle of the field, finds the open green, and get the first down.
The Falcons are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Falcons! They take the lead with the 6.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they have a 2-point lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The UConn offense goes back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Leaves it with the running back. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, in 2nd down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Looking downfield, it's Fagnano. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
This UConn offense really has it going. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Murphy. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
UConn is now threatening in the red zone. It's a draw. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
The best offenses are the ones that can run the football in the red zone when the defense knows it's coming. It's hard to throw the ball down in this area of the field. They go with the toss play, and they pick up a big gain.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Trying to pound their way in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra.
And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Absolutely perfect. And now they take the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Quarterback keeper. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Pocket breaking down. He'll pull it down. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down.
Really good job by this defense. 3rd down, understanding, taking away the pass first. But I got to react, man. When these QBs take off, I got to stick my foot in the ground. Stop playing pass. Come up and get him on the ground. Big 3rd down stop.
And the Falcons will call on their punt team. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Hauls it in at the 25. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Back to throw, it's Fagnano. Caught in the backfield, it's Edwards. And he showed himself to be a regular Spinderella, but not a lot of room to run. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
A great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
If you're the defense, you know that running back is the guy you've now got to stop. He's had a lot of touches in this game. Yes, he's made a lot of plays, but you've got a chance to win here. If you're going to do that, you need to take him away.
The Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Grabbed behind the line, it's Edwards. Breaks into the open. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And with that pass right there, dude, he goes over 350 on the day. Nice performance. This QB's been dialed in.
UConn comes to the line after getting another first down. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got an open man. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
And the Huskies are rolling down the field. They'll leave it with him. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
UConn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Fagnano. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. 1st down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Lets it go to the end zone. Makes the catch. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
They've moved it right to the precipice of a score, and they need 1 more yard. He'll wedge it in there on the quarterback sneak. Scores on the sneak.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. on designed runs and on scrambles. They didn't have an answer for him right there.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. They took it 71 yards down the field, and they finished the deal with the quarterback sneak. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. A run for the quarterback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's long. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
On the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
The Falcons with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Here's a heat. He's going to take off. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who've starred through the first 3 periods. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Air Force.
And the biggest thing is identifying coverages, right? Like quarterback has to line up and see what he's seeing and see those safeties. I know outside with that safety in the middle of the field, I got a chance to attack and attack deep with my speedster, and he does a great job throwing the football out there, and he does the rest with the catch and then striding it into the end zone.
They got the touchdown, but still a 2-point conversion short of tying it up late. He's looking to pass. He barges his way into the end zone for the 2, and we are locked up here in the 4th. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UConn going back to work on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
The Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll give it to the back. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
And nice job by the defense. Understanding 2nd and short, they're playing run. You can see super physical, now forcing the 3rd down and short.
And the Huskies line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease, push somebody back, create some space. There was nowhere to go.
UConn will have to punt it away. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The big fullback's got it. Oh, he's got some space. Past the sticks, and he may get more. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
I love it. What a play call. Going to the fullback in the running game, and he shows you that he's got some ability. This guy was a big-time high school running back, and he shows you the wiggle. He's got some ability to break tackles, and he helps his offense out.
Motion from the back. Looking downfield on 1st down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
And the Falcons now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Carson. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Through the air. 3rd down coming.
They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Now on the option. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Quarterback keeps it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning this defense with his legs. That time, though, there was nowhere to go. Give the defense credit. They won their one-on-ones up front. Tremendous speed getting to him and bringing him down for a TFL.
3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
He slides that just inside the right upright. And they go back on top.
Big time kick right there, man. Fourth quarter, clutch time. You needed to come through to take the lead, and now the pressure goes to the defense. You got to keep this lead. Got to get a stop or two more, and you can get the dub in this football game.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The UConn offense goes back to work. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Catch in the middle, it's Edwards. Never seems to take the big hit, finds enough room to get to the 29.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
The Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass, it's Fagnano. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Now, this is a receiving group that practices making catches in traffic, and they're used to having guys trying to rip it free. He's got to do a better job of keeping 5 points of pressure. After he makes the catch, that's a costly giveaway.
Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Power football with the run. There he goes. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They want to run this quarterback. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs. So it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. But moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Trying to get the edge on the toss. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
The Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They get him down, tough run, picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19.
Brings up 2nd down.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
You know, good teams just know how to close games out. And you're seeing that right now with this team, right? Their defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they've padded their lead. And this just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And here's the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UConn going back to work on offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Fagnano. Hauls it in. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. He lobs one high down the left side. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32. They'll run it from the gun. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Football is about adjustments. 1st half, line up, pound strong, pound strong. 2nd half, great job. You're going to move your defense and shift to try to account for that. Boom, we'll pull some guys and run a counter backside and have some success.
To the air, it's Fagnano. He's got it. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver, just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. He'll keep it on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
1st and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Big fella moving. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
And they'll come to the line trying to take a slice out of this lead on 3rd and goal. Try to barge their way in. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollock.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UConn. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step one accomplished. But this offense obviously still has work to do, but the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
PAT unit on the field.
For the extra point.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So an 82-yard drive there. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown.
36.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Got enough for the first. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game.
And we've already seen this QB have success throwing the football down the field. How about the variety to his game? Now you run the option, you make the right read, get it to your pitch man where he can get upfield, get some extra yards. He's in the zone right now.
They'll power it inside with the fullback. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down.
And this fullback is just dependable, and he's versatile. He's not just a guy that can block. He can catch the ball, and like you saw right there, you can hand it off to him, and he can generate you explosive plays.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Falcons with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the gun to give to the back. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Falcons come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the fullback. Plows through the defense. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
They'll send the back in motion.
And you could tell that the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth-quarter game.
The give to the tailback. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive.
Yeah, and really good third down situational defense. You know it's 3rd and long. You know the pass play's coming. Defense was ready. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
So how good you feeling right now if you're on offense in this situation? You want to just play conservative? You want to punt it over and let your defense finish out the game? Or do you trust your quarterback to go make a play and win the game right now?
It's good. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Makes the catch. It's Murphy. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
The Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Dropping back, it's Fagnano. Quickly to the tight end. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short.
This quarterback looks in complete control, not flustered, into the game situation, connecting on his passes. Nice job knowing his answers. Got to keep this rolling here to try to make this thing interesting.
And the Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Quickly out to the tight end. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.